People deluded, I'm back again. Let's fix that up slightly. What was I going to say now? Arsenal versus BATE, BATE Preview, however you want to pronounce it. Now, this will be the shortest preview. I haven't got anything else to say other than we need to win. We need to win. We need to win. I'm not going to sit here and say, in fact I am, we should have put this to bed. It should have been 3-4-5 going into the game. We should have put this to bed. We should have been looking at it this week. We know we've got Southampton 2 games in a week, possibly even resting players against BATE, whether they're going to play 60 minutes or just not be involved at all. The likes of Torreira, which he had, well, you see what happens when Torreira's not in the team, and he undoubtedly has to play on Thursday. Thinking about Southampton, which is going to be another tough game at home for us, man, because every game is essentially a cup final if we want to get into the Champions League via the top 4, and definitely we need to turn this game around if we want to give ourselves the best chance of Europa. Admittedly, people, again, I should have typed it in, but I'm not too sure if away goals counts in Europa League. If it doesn't, then fair enough, but just of someone that's, as a club that's participated in the Champs, not done anything, but just participated and been humiliated, the own goal rule can be a sheg. Now, if the homegrown rule does matter for something, then we could be in a bit of issue, because regardless of the stature of size difference in stature between the two sides, you'd think BATE kept us from scoring away from home. We've got no away goal. They're going to our place where they can score an away goal. Goals, if the away goal thing counts, then it's away goal. Scoring a goal away from home is essentially double points. 1 goal means 2, etc. That's why I want to get rid of it. But we've got to go there. We've got to, from the off, we've got to chase that game. We've got to score 2 goals already if we want to go through. So we have to chase the game. Imagine they hit us on the break and they score and the away goals counts. That complicates things. And just away from that, I feel their game plan, obviously we were peppering them in the first half and all of these things. But when you look at it, the way they held their shape, the rigidness of the side, obviously they got a bit of luck in terms of, I felt when they cleared their lines, they didn't have much options. But in terms of that shows you they could, and obviously the fans have to give our players a boost, but that shows you they can hold the lead, or they can withstand pressure, or they can stay rigid 2 banks of 4 sort of things. And Arsenal, if we're honest, it doesn't matter which side it is, we have issues breaking down sides. You look at the possession stats, to the shots on target, to the amount of crosses. We're, in fact, in the Premier League, we're the lowest in terms of crosses. This shows you we don't play direct. We're trying to walk it in. We don't necessarily play to certain players' strengths sort of thing. So we need to go out there and, well, 2 goals is the minimum. We need to go out there. The fans will do their jobs. Obviously, it's that you'd back us a bit at home. We're slightly better at home. We need to put it to bed. We know the matters are complicated further because Lacazette's obviously got himself sent off. But regardless of who is out there, before we played the first leg, we should have been able to put our 3rd string side out there, and they should be able to get a good result against this side. So there's no excuses. We have to hold our L because of what happened in the last game. There's no excuses if we don't turn this around, and there's going to be serious question marks. I mean, for Unai Emery, personally, I could obviously, I wasn't really, people were dissing Free at the back. Wasn't really dissing Free at the back because he played Monreal. Kohler's very good going forward, a bit stupid defensively, so I could see it. In hindsight, I felt he could have changed it quicker than he did. He played Aubameyang on the flanks. He didn't play Torreira, which I would have played. And for someone that's meant to be skilled in Europa, for someone that's, as a manager, probably looking at Europa League possibly as our best option, as getting into the Champs, I felt he threw it away. And to be honest, if we go out of this, the players have to answer questions, but so does Unai Emery. Like, this is where the players have to earn their keep. We cannot be there at 90 minutes and say that this BATE side has completed a terrific result over 2 legs against Arsenal, underdogs going through to the next round. This is a team that prior to the game we played hadn't played a game in 2 months, eating cheeseburgers from from Burger King after the game. They didn't take us seriously. Like, most sides don't take us seriously, but they really showed us. Do you see what I'm saying, people? They showed what happens if you've got togetherness, if you work hard, and if you believe in yourself. We need to make them nervous from the off in that game. I need to see a goal within the first 10 minutes. It's 2 games in a week. We need to win both of them. It's simple as. And the manager, regardless of where you are in the squad, you've got to earn your keep this season. You've got to earn your keep over these next 2 games. These are 2 cup finals, in my opinion. Every Premier League game from now to the end of the season is a cup final for us. Definitely, this is a cup final against BATE right now. And I shouldn't have to be here and say this, but it is what it is. We hold our L because we were poor. Like I said, there's really not much more to add, man. In terms of the game plan, I think we've got to be as attacking as possible, man. I feel you don't necessarily have to sit back. I definitely don't feel we have to go 3 at the back again. Would be open to it, but I feel Czech will probably play. But my team I've got written down here. I've got Leno, I've got Koscielny and Monreal. I don't want to see Mustafi again. I'm not sure on Socrates' fitness. So I'd go with Leno, Monreal and Koscielny as our centre-halves. That means Kola no-brainer as our left-back. In midfield, it's a tough one, people, because I feel you could drop out Xhaka, to be honest with you. But I'm actually going to go with Lucas Torreira and Ramsey and Xhaka. Up front, I'm going with Aubameyang, Mkhitaryan and Mesut Ozil. I feel Iwobi's been decent, but he could probably be dropped out. Ozil won't be played, but I feel Ozil, Mkhitaryan, Aaron Ramsey, they are three very creative players. We need to go for this game. We need to fashion chances. Our fullbacks, as that game goes up... Wait, did I say a right back, people? Maitland-Niles at right back. I don't think I said the right back. So Maitland-Niles at right back, people. But or even Carl Jenkinson. Probably I prefer Maitland-Niles. But I say this is because if you look at the last game, our fullbacks will provide the width. Mesut Ozil and Mkhitaryan, they can do the same thing. Mkhitaryan mainly will go out on the flanks more than Ozil. But I would like to see Ozil come inside, Mkhitaryan come inside from time to time. Ramsey's energetic box-to-box runs. And Maitland-Niles and Kola would give us the width we possibly would lose in regards to me putting two, which in my head, if we keep it true with Ozil and Mkhitaryan, are cams. That's their best roles, in my opinion, playing in the middle. They will become narrow and the fullbacks will make up for that. I feel we've got to be as attacking as possible. I feel we're probably a bit too trying to walk the ball into the back of the net too much against them. Guendouzi didn't have the best of games, but maybe Guendouzi, on the basis of his youthful naiveness, could help us in place of Xhaka. Xhaka can do the deep line passing thing, but yeah. There is another option. You could drop out Xhaka completely and put Ozil there. It won't happen. And then bring in Iwobi. But yeah. Part of me wants to play Carl Jenkinson as well. Gives us a bit defensively, but even though Maitland-Niles didn't have the best of games, I still go with him and just the width he would provide as opposed to Lichtsteiner, sorry, and who's the other one? Jenkinson. They're a bit more traditional right backs essentially. Lichtsteiner was historically decent going forward, but he's a bit too old now. Kola, way better attackingly than he is defensively. So that would be my team. I know I butchered it a bit, so let's go over the team again. I've gone with Leno, Maitland-Niles, Koscielny, Monreal and Kola. Midfield, I'm going with Xhaka, Torreira and Ramsey. You saw what happened when Torreira went in the team. Up front, there's no Lacazette because he got he got sent off. So it's going to be Aubameyang, Mkhitaryan and Mesut Ozil, to be fair with you. Guendouzi probably needs a break out the side, so he could probably out the side. But him for Xhaka is a tight one. Either way, that's my preview. And again, I've been here for 7 minutes. I'm here longer than I need to be because, in short, we just need to win. There's nothing more to say on that front. People, I'm going to get out of your hair. Deluded. Stay safe.